Welcome to Wild of the World, and in this episode one of the true highlights of North Australia. We're right between Western Australia and the Northern Territory, and this behind me is Lake Argyle.
The trip started some weeks ago in colourful Broome. And from there we drove into lush nature, following the Gibb River Road.
That was a great start, but after that we visited the incredible Bungle Bungles.
On the way to the next adventure, we went to a free water park. In Questro, we hiked through the incredible Emma Gorge. We had total relaxation in the local hot springs.
We leave Questro behind, and with that also the Gibb River Road. We move to the first town that we see. It's called Kununurra, on our way to the Northern Territory. It's a small town, but in terms of Northern Australia, this is actually the biggest town that we visit. We have a campsite here. It's called Kimberley Land, right next to this beautiful lake. The lake is called Lily Creek Lagoon, and I already see a lot of birds. There's supposed to be some crocodiles in there, and the nature is lovely. There's also a lot of things to do here in Kununurra, so we stay here for a couple of days to chillax and have some fun with the kids.
This campsite was a favorite among our family, for the vibrant atmosphere and for the views on that Lily Creek Lagoon. On my way to the restrooms, I saw an ibis eating a frog. It made me very hungry, I guess. We still enjoy the awesome setup of the campervan by Broome and Beyond. We fold it down and are on our way. In 1 hour we drive the very scenic route to the next nature site at Lake Argyle.
It's family fun time! We arrived at Lake Argyle.
Lake Argyle.
Lake Argyle is a stunning piece of nature, as you can witness behind me. But it was originally made by men. In 1971, the Ord River Dam was built, creating this 1,000 square kilometer reservoir. And nowadays there are many species of fish living inside the lake, there are many species of birds, and some 25,000 crocodiles live inside here. We're gonna make a lovely boat trip around the lake, and we stay at the campsite right on the riverside.
The last part of the way looks very promising, as we drive one of the most spectacular roads of this trip. We arrived just in time for dinner.
Healthy food, guys. Well, and unhealthy drinks, of course. But there's a lemon inside, so we got vitamin C. Cheers.
Cheers.
Good, good, good.
So about this campsite, there is only one in the entire area, and it's on the very best spot. The drone gives us quite the preview. That pool down there is about as famous as the lake itself, which has everything to do with the views.
It's almost sunset and everybody is gathering here for the best feature of this campsite at Lake Argyle, which is the view from the infinity pool. Look at this! We had a wonderful night's rest here at Lake Argyle after seeing that beautiful sunset last night from the infinity pool. The sun woke us up, it wasn't that cold this night, so we didn't use 100 blankets this time, just in time to get ready for our boat ride. Because today we're gonna make a 4-hour boat ride. It costs a lot, but we're supposed to see the entire lake and the surroundings. Let's go!
In the morning we drive to the Ord River Dam that created this enormous reservoir in the first place. Then we hop over from the bus to the catamaran. With beautiful weather, we observe the colorful man-made lake that's actually the largest in Western Australia. And I got the camera ready to spot some wildlife.
We were just at CROCS Bay, guys, and we saw about a dozen crocodiles, huh Jens?
It wasn't very hard to spot the crocs, since they love to sunbathe on the shores. We did see a lot of them in action also though. We spot this Australian darter too, while Jens is on the lookout for crocodiles.
Crocodile is dead.
He just loves to be the tour guide.
It's amazing, all the animals that we see. We saw a lot of fish, we saw the crocodiles, and now we're off to see the rock wallabies.
These so-called short-eared rock wallabies are some of Australia's cutest animals. Only found along the north coast of the country, and I really wanted to take one home. Next to the cormorants we spot the nest of a black-necked stork, locally named jabiru. So Captain, what's our status?
Came down to Croc Bay, checked out a few crocs, went down here, fed a few fish, came down to Balanyan Island and checked out our short-eared rock wallabies, went down to Jabiru Rock, and now we're over here on our mooring.
Remember those 25,000 crocodiles? How crazy are we to do this?
So at last it's time for a swim in the lake. And I even have a beer with me. So I say cheers to Lake Argyle. It's nice, huh, Jens?
Having the fun that we had, we totally forgot about the crocs. We built a sandwich for lunch and enjoyed the local beers.
So that's it, unfortunately, for this episode about Lake Argyle. But as you can see, it's really worth your while. We saw all the animals, we saw the beautiful lake, we had a beer, swimming in Lake Argyle. And I'll see you next time, because of course we have more ground to cover all the way to Darwin. Cheers!
We jump in the pool for one last time before we get
on the road again. I just can't wait to get on the road again. To Catherine.
There we go.
Northern Territory.
So join us next time for the Northern Territory. A quick city trip in Darwin, and our island hopping adventure in Vanuatu and Fiji. Subscribe and travel along.